Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this Father Christmas cushion. It's very easy to make. All I used is the treble. When I say treble, it's a double crochet, even these. These are trebles here. And it's very easy to make. As you can see, this is the back, here's the back, and this is the front. It's very cute, as you can see. Hope that you try and make it. So I'll be using the 3mm hook. So 3mm hook. And I'm starting with the red, and I made 62 chains. So I made 62 chains. Now we're going in we skip the first 3. We go in the 4th chain, and we're going to make a treble in each chain that we have. So we're going to make a treble in each chain that we have. The first 3 chains, those serve as a treble too. And when I say a treble, it means double crochet. Treble in English, double crochet in American. So you continue making a treble in each chain that we have, the whole row. Continue making a treble. Continue making the treble in all the chains that you have. Now this row is ready. We're going to start the second one. Always you're going to start the rows like this. You make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. You turn the work around, and we make a treble. Not in this one, don't put it in this one. Put it in the other one. Don't put the treble in this one. You put the treble here. The first one you put it here, where I put here. Not in where we have the chains, the first one. You put it here where I made it. And this row we're going to repeat. We're going to make a treble in each treble that we have. The whole row. Now, you're going to make 5 rows in red. In red, you're going to make 5 rows, all trebles. The 5 rows are ready. Now I'm going to start. Don't cut the thread, the red thread, don't cut it. Now we're going to make 2 rows in black. We start with 3 chains. And we're going to make a treble in each treble that we have. And in all, we have to make 2 rows in black. As I told you, the red, don't cut it because we're going to use it after these 2 rows. So you make 2 rows, treble on each treble that you have in black. This is the belt. We're doing the belt. So you make 2 rows in black, a treble on each treble. Continue like that. Making a treble on each treble, you have to make 2 rows. Continue like that. Making a treble on each treble. And this row, these 2 rows will be ready. So the 2 rows are ready, as you can see. Now I cut the thread, the black I cut the thread because we're not going to use it again. I'm going to pull the red again that we were using. We make 3 chains, and we're going to make another 5 rows in red. Always making a treble on each treble. We start with 3 chains. Now we're going to make a treble on each treble, and we have to make 5 rows. So we make 5 rows, a treble on each treble, 5 rows in red. So we made 5 rows red, 2 rows black, and another 5 rows red, like here. We make 5 rows, treble on each treble. These are ready. Here we have 5, 2, and another 5. These are ready. Now you can cut the thread. The red, you cut it, the thread. Now we're starting with the white. And we're going to do the same. We're going to make a treble on each treble. We start with 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to make a treble on each treble, like we did before. So a treble on each treble, and then I will tell you how many rows you have to make in white. After I work them, I will tell you how many rows I made in white, but you continue making a treble on each treble that you have, just like the other rows, but this time in white. So the rows are ready. We made 8 rows in white. In white, I made 8 rows. These are the part for the beard. The white is the beard. So I made 8 rows and I cut the thread. Now I'm going to use this color for the face. So you can use any color you like for the face. I'm using this color to make the face. And we're going to do the same. We start in the first one. We make 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. A treble on each treble that we have, just like the rows we did before. We make a treble on each treble, and then after I will tell you how many rows I made in this color. So you continue making a treble on each treble, like here, like we did here, and I will tell you how many rows you have to make. So this color is ready too. I made 12 rows. In this color I made 12 rows. This is the part of the face. I cut the thread. Now we're going to continue again in red. We're going to make the red. The upper part, the cap, where we have where the cap, the Father Christmas cap is going to be. So we're going to make it in red, and the same. You start with 3 chains. We're going to do the same. We start with 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. A treble on each treble. And after I make the rows, I will tell you how many rows I have made. So we're going to make a treble on each treble, just like we did the other rows. Continue making a treble on each treble. And then I will tell you how many rows you have to make. So this row is ready too. This color is ready too. I made 10 rows in red. So in red I made 10 rows, and this is the front part. The front is ready. As you can see, these are the colors of the front. They are ready here. And we made 10 rows, the last 10 rows, the last in red are 10 rows. Now we're going to make, this is the front part, we're going to make the back part. The back part you're going to start by making 5 rows red, 2 rows black, and 5 rows red, just like we did here. Start with 62 chains. You start with 62 chains, you make 5 red, 2 black, and 5 red for now. Then I tell you in white how many rows you have to make. So this is the back, it's ready. I made 5, 2, and 5. Here, white, I made 20 rows in white. Here you don't have to make the part of the face. You make it all white. I made 20 rows. And the last, the red, I made 10 rows. So I made 5, 2, 5, 20, and 10. And this is the front part. The front part where you have this color for the face. The front and the back, as you can see. This is how they come, the front and the back. Here we're going to make the mustache, the eyes, nose, here. And here we're going to make the part of the head, the white part. So now we're going to start the white part of the beanie. Here, we have to put the white part of the beanie here. We're going to make it apart, not with it. Now, I made the chains. Chains you have to make, you measure. You put the chains like this together. You have to measure in twos because you have to make the front and the back. So you measure that you have enough chains for the front and the back, like that. Then you make sure that all chains are facing you, like this, are facing the same side. So then you close it so when you work you don't have they will all come looking at the same place. So we close it with a slip stitch here, and we close it with a slip stitch like that. And here you measure that you have enough for the front and for the back, like that. So we're going to start now. We make 3 chains. The first 3 chains, those serve as a treble. 1, 2 and 3, those serve as a treble. And in the same place where we made the chains, we're going to make 4 trebles. So in all we have to have 5. I'm going to count 1 the chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You take the hook out, you go in the first one here, you go in the stitch there, and you close it with a slip stitch. You close with a slip stitch, and there you have the first one. We make the chains 1 and 2. We skip 2 chains. We skip 2, 1, 2. Skip 2 chains. You go in the third one, and we're going to make another 5 trebles. 1 in the same place. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You pull the stitch out, you go in the first one here, you go there and you pull up a stitch and you close it with a slip stitch. Another 2 chains, 1 and 2. We skip another 2, 1, 2, we go in the third one, and we're going to make another 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. Again, we pull it out, we go in the chain here, in the stitch, we go in the stitch here, and we close it again with a slip stitch. And you continue the row like that. You make 2 chains, you skip 2, and you make 5 trebles, and then you close them with a slip stitch. Another 2, you skip 2, you make another 5 trebles, and you continue all around. You have to continue all around like that, like we did, all around. So the first row is ready, as you can see. We made them all around. It's ready. We're going to start the second one. We go here, pull up a stitch, 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to make 4 trebles. With the 3 chains, those are 5. So 2, 3, 4 and 5. We put it out, we go here, we go there, pull up a stitch, and this is the first one. We make 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to do the same. We go in the next space, we make 5 trebles, 1, You make 5 trebles, you continue like we did here, 3 chains to separate them, all around in each space you make 5 like we did before and 3 chains to separate them. So as you can see, I made 3 rows. You can make more rows if you want. You can make 4, 5, but I made 3 rows, the same as I showed you, all around. This is the part of the beanie, the white part. Now we're going to make the red part of the beanie. I started with 3 chains, and I'm going to make a treble in the first chain. A treble, and another treble in the same place. I'm going to make 3 trebles in the first chain. A chain, 3 trebles, you turn the work around and you make another 2 trebles in the same place where we made the chain. The chains 1 and 2. With the chains, those are 3. A chain. Now we go on the other side, on here, the other edge, and we're going to make another 3 trebles. 1, 2, and 3. Again 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. You turn the work around and you make another 2 trebles in the same place where we have the chains. 1 and 2. A chain, 3 trebles here in the middle. 1, 2, and 3. A chain, and another 3 trebles here in the edge. 1, 2, and 3. We're starting the next row again. So we make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work around, 2 trebles here where we made the 3 chains. 1 and 2. A chain, 3 trebles here in the first space. 1, 2, and 3. A chain, another 3 trebles here. 1, 2, and 3. Another chain and 3 trebles here at the edge. 1, 2, sorry, and 3. And you continue all the other rows like that. You continue the rows like that. 3, you make 3 here, 3 in the spaces, 3 at the edge. You begin again. You make 3 at the edge, and I tell you how many rows you need to make. So this is ready, and I made 22 rows. So I made 22 rows in all. You start from the first one here, 22 rows. Now we're going to close here. We close here. For now we're going to close this part, but then we have to close even the upper part. But for now we're going to close this part here. From there to the other side, from here to here we're going to close. The upper part we'll close it later, but here we're going to close this side. And we're going to make a slip stitch. To close it, we're going to make a slip stitch. We're going to close it with a slip stitch. We take the 2 parts together and we close it with a slip stitch. We close it with a slip stitch. We're going to continue closing it with a slip stitch until you arrive on the other side. Continue closing with a slip stitch. The two parts with a slip stitch. Continue until you arrive on the other side. So as you can see, it is ready. Now all we have to do is turn it around. You turn it around, inside out. And at the bottom you have to make a pom-pom then. You turn it around. Then we're going to close up the upper part too. And this is where the pom-pom goes here. And this is the part of the beanie is ready too. Then we have to close the upper part here. Now we're going to start making the mustache. We're going to use the white, and I made 43 chains. So I made 43 chains. You skip the first one, you go in the second one, and you're going to make a slip stitch. In all, we have to make 3 slip stitches in the next 3 chains. That is 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make 16 single crochet in the next 16 chains. So 16 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue making 16 single crochet. So the 16 are ready. Now we're going to make 4 slip stitches in the next one. 1, 2, 4 slip stitches, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to make another 16 single crochet. Another 16 single crochet. 1. Continue making 16 single crochet. The 16 are ready. We arrived at the last 3 chains, and we're going to make 3 slip stitches. So 3 slip stitches. So we made 16 single crochet, 4 slip stitches, 16 single crochet, and we finish with 3 slip stitches. And the first row, as you can see, is ready. We're going to start the next row. The first one, we leave it out. We go in the second one, and this time we're going to work always at the back of the loop of the chains. At the back of the loop. We skip the first one, we go on the other one, we make a slip stitch. We have to make 3 slip stitches, the first 3. And as I told you, always work at the back of the chain, the back of the loop of the chain. Now we're going to make 15 single crochet, always working at the back of the loop. 1, 2, 3, 2, working at the back of the loop always. 3, 4, continue making 15 single crochet. Now the 15 are ready. We arrived here in the middle, always working at the back of the loop. We're going to make 4 single crochet, always working at the back of the loop, and we're going to make 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we continue now with 15 single crochet. We made another 15 single crochet. Continue making 15 single crochet, and then we arrived at the last 3, and the last 3 we're going to make 3 slip stitches. We'll leave the last one out. 3 slip stitches, always working at the back of the loop. working at the back of the loop, and this row is ready too. We're starting the next one. We slip the first one, we skip it, we go on the second one, always working at the back of the loop. We're going to do the same. 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make 14 single crochet. 14 single crochet. The first one we did 16, the second 15. Now we have to make 14 single crochet. So 14 single crochet. Here you make 4 slip stitches, 4 slip stitches here in the middle, another 14 single crochet, and you finish with 3 slip stitches, just like we did before. So 14 single crochet, 4 slip stitches in the middle, 14 single crochet, and we finish with 3 slip stitches. We're going to start the next row. We're going to do the same. You skip the first one, skip the first chain, go in the second one from the back, and we're going to make 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to make 13 single crochet. 13 single crochet. Continue making 13 single crochet. Here in the middle you make 4 slip stitches, another 13 single crochet, and you finish with 3 slip stitches. So 13, 4, 13, and 3. We start again the next one. We slip the first, skip the first one, we go in the second one, always working at the back, and we're going to make 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make 12 single crochet. So 12 single crochet. 1, 2. Continue making 12 single crochet. Then 4 slip stitches, another 12 single crochet. We finish with 3 slip stitches. Now the row after this one, you're going to make 3 single slip stitches and then 11 single crochet. The row after 10 single crochet, the row after 9 single crochet, and you're going to finish with 8 single crochet. The beginning, the middle, and the last 3 stitches are always going to be the same. You're going to skip the first stitch, then 3 slip stitches. Here we're going, so 12, 11, 10, 9, until you finish with 8. Here in the middle, always 4 slip stitches. And this is the result, how it came. This is the mustache here. This is how it came. I made the rows and I finished with 8 single crochet. Now we're going to do the mouth. I made 3 chains here. We go here. We close it with a slip stitch. Now we make 2 chains, 1 and 2, 3 chains, and we're going to make now half treble. Half trebles. We're going to work with half trebles here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 chains, we go here and we close it with a slip stitch, and this is part of the mouth. We're going to make the nose now. We made 3 chains, we close it with a slip stitch. Now we're going to work always single crochet or double crochet. Single crochet is in American, double crochet is in English. All around, all the time. Even you continue making single crochet on the other single crochet until you see it closing. Continue making single crochet all the time. Even continue working on the single crochet that you already have. Continue working on them like that. All around, you continue like that, all around. Continue all around. As you can see, it is closing. It's closing, as you can see. And this is, we work a little bit more. This is the nose, how it is coming, how it's coming. Continue working like that. And the nose is ready too. I leave the yarn a little bit long so I can sew with it. I sew it on the face with the same yarn that I used to make the nose. I cut it a bit long, as you can see, and then I sew it with it. And the nose is ready too, as you can see, it comes like this. Now we're going to make the eyes. Again, 3 chains. You go in the first one, you close it with a slip stitch. Through 3 chains, 1, 2, 2 chains, 2 chains, and we're going to make half a treble. We're going to make 7 half trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we'll close it here with a slip stitch. And this is part of the eye, one eye. I will show you what else I will do. Now I got a sewing needle. I put a white yarn in it, and we're going to make a stitch, 2 stitches, 2 small stitches in white here in the eye, like that. That is one, and we make another stitch. 2 stitches we have to make. Like that. So we will have some white in the eyes. We made the eye. We're going to make the eyebrows now. I made 9 chains. 9 chains. We go in the third one here. We make a treble. We have to make a treble on each chain that we have. You go in the third one. And we make a treble. Half a treble. We make half a treble, not a treble, half a treble in each chain that we have. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is the eyebrow. You make 2 eyebrows like this one. Then you leave the thread long, so you sew with it. So as you can see here, this is the belt. I made these with a sewing needle. I just made some stitches in yellow for the buckle. Here I attached the mouth, the nose, the mustache, the eyes, the eyebrows. I attached everything. I sewed everything up with it. Now we're going to close the sides. So we're starting from the red here, from the red. Now where you have red, you use the red yarn. Where you have white, you use white yarn to close it. and where you have the face, you use the color of the face. And we're going to close with a single crochet all around. You only leave without closing the lower part. You leave the lower part opened only. You have to go all around closing with a single crochet. And as I told you, where you have red, you use red yarn. Where you have white, you use white yarn. And where you have the face, you use the color of the face. Continue with a single crochet, closing all around. As I told you, leaving open only the lower part, because from the lower part we have to put the cushion inside. You have to put it from the lower side. Continue with a single crochet. So as you can see, this is ready. I attached this one too. I sewed from here. I sewed it from here, the lower part of the beanie. Now we're going to do the beanie. I already closed the beanie with a single crochet. I closed the upper part, as I told you, with a single crochet. Now the upper part of the beanie, here it's closed with a single crochet too, and we attach them together like this with a single crochet. This is closed, the other one is closed. We attach them with a single crochet. Start from here to here with a single crochet. And this is the final result, how the cushion came. This I attached it to the upper part, as I told you. I added a pom-pom. At the lower I added 3 buttons, one here, one in the middle, one on the other side, a button to close, and I put a cushion inside. As you can see, it wasn't difficult. As you have seen, it wasn't difficult to make. It's very cute, as you can see. Father Christmas cushion. Hope that you understood what I told you to do. I added the pom-pom here to the beanie. I hope that you tried. As you have seen, it wasn't difficult to make. This I attached it too. I attached everything together. And as I told you, this is the final result. Hope that you try it. Bye for now.